be seated. Welcome family, friends, clinical colleagues, and guests to the hooding ceremony for the Wingate University Masters of Physician Assistant Studies class of 2022. Today signifies the end of an incredible 27-month journey. For this class, we're asked to demonstrate adaptability, resilience, like no class before them. Similarly, our students, friends, and family were asked for endless patience and understanding over their own 27-month journey. So class, if we can quickly stand and show our appreciation to our friends and family that supported us along the way. Thank you. My name is David Weil, and I've been blessed to be the PA program director here at Wingate over the last 2.5 years. This class, the class of 2022, represents my first graduating class in which I've been in leadership for their entire time in the program. And while I'm happy to call you mine, it was not I that got you to this point here today. It was the incredible hard work of the Wingate PA faculty, staff, and clinical partners that work every day with a shared passion for medicine, the PA profession, and student success. So class, just once more, please join me in celebrating your PA faculty and staff and clinical partners. So tomorrow brings a new chapter, and I'd like to be the first to welcome you to the profession. It's an amazing one, but a challenging one as well. We've asked a lot of you, and you have met those challenges with great success. Your learning is not over, and it never should be, but you are as prepared as any class before you, and I know you will do some amazing work, change lives, and represent the program well. Now Professor Rebecca McCullough will present our Preceptor of the Year.
First and foremost, congratulations again. As the clinical phase of your PA education comes to a close, I thought it'd be nice to take a moment to reflect a bit. As a class, you have completed 570 rotations. You have spent roughly 91,200 hours involved in patient care, and you have completed 71,441 case logs of your patient encounters, right? So trust me, I know what you're thinking. I hope to God I never see a CPT and ICD-10 code again. Over the past 10 years that I've been with the program and I've been doing clinical education, I've worked with over 500 students and over 5,000 rotations. As I look back on what I have heard students say over the years about clinical experiences, it typically revolves around one thing that either makes or breaks a rotation, and that's the preceptor. It may not be an area of interest of medicine for you. It may not be something you see yourself going into to practice. But if you had a preceptor who loved to teach, who took time out of their busy schedule to make sure that they were contributing to your educational process and made them feel part of the team, these are the experiences that students say were the ones they remember the most. In 2017, our program wanted to honor those preceptors who demonstrated this commitment to our students, and thus our annual Preceptor of the Year award came to fruition. Our first award was given to Dr. Allison Boudrum. Driven by her passion to bring an A-class healthcare to underserved communities, she moved to Charlotte in 2016 and started the Children's Hospitalist Inpatient Program as the medical director here at Atrium Health Union. Soon thereafter, she reached out to our program to partner with us in the clinical education of our students. This dedicated physician touched thousands of lives through her career, not only as a pediatrician, but as a preceptor to many of our students. Her selflessness started early on in her career, back in 2001, while she was completing her clinical rotations in New York City. After 9/11, she volunteered at Ground Zero, assisting those in need. On January 31st, 2022, Dr. Boudrum passed away at the age of 47 due to stage 4 lung cancer. as a result from her exposures of 9/11. As a way to honor her memory and all that she embodied as a provider, a passionate educator to our students, and an advocate for the Wingate PA program, this award is now called the Allison Boudrum Preceptor of the Year Award. To our family, who mostly lives in the Caribbean and is unfortunately not able to be here in person with us today, but are present via the live stream, thank you for sharing her with us. Her infectious laughter, the spirit will live on through all that she touched. Dr. Boudrum loved unicorns and she loved sunflowers. And while we're unable to secure a unicorn today, we are able to present a floral arrangement per the request of her family to Dr. Hussein, who was one of her partners at Atrium Health Union, to share on the pediatric floor where she was loved and adored by many. Each year, students from both campuses are asked to nominate a preceptor who they feel demonstrates a passion for teaching, has served as a role model, is committed to the Wingate PA program, and who has set high standards for themselves as well in their deliverance to patient care. This year, those awards are being given to Mr. Robert Hicks from the Wingate campus and Mr. John Averett from the Hendersonville campus. With no further ado, they are going to be our guest speakers today for our class of 2022, imparting their words of wisdom. So we'll first of all hear from Mr. Hicks and then Mr. Averett following.
Congratulations. You've worked awfully hard. I made you do some of that. As those of you that rotated with me know, and certainly my wife knows, I love to talk. And talk a lot. Just not the big crowds like this. I'm awfully proud of you guys. You've worked very hard. You're part of something much bigger than you know. Been training a long time for this. Getting ready to get out there. All of you are really excited. I'm sure you are. But I just have a couple of things I wanted to share with you. This is not a speech or anything. It's very informal for me. You're getting ready to join a profession that we've been working very hard for over 50 years. And some of us, whether I want to admit this or not, have been a large part of that 50 years. It hasn't come without sacrifice, and it hasn't come without a lot of work, and putting up with a lot of attitudes, and putting up with a lot of growth and understanding and learning on everybody's part, to the place that we actually have a profession that's very well respected and in a lot of cases very well preferred to our patients, because we're kind, we take time, we listen, we're very interested, in healthcare and the well-being of our patients, and they get that, and they pick up on this very easily. So, say this much: you're becoming a professional in healthcare, and that doesn't come lightly. There's responsibility that goes along with that. So what, in my mind, is professional? Professional is somebody who their colleagues look up to. A professional is somebody who can be trusted. A professional is somebody who is honorable, somebody who has integrity, so that when they say this is what's going on, it really is what's going on. It's not just something that's convenient. My previous students know this statement, and that is, if it doesn't make sense and we don't know the answer, we can't ignore it. We have to dig deeper. It's the same way in our profession. When somebody asks you something and you answer them, it's got to be something they can depend on. And so now you're a professional. You have to be that. You have to act that way, and you'll be respected, but that respect is earned. Okay? Number two, you're going to be consumed in this field if you let yourself. Healthcare is very demanding, and it's very easy to get absorbed into what you're doing, and it becomes you, and you become a part of it. And what I want to caution you is, you control your profession. Don't let your profession control you. You need a life balance. You need work-life balance. And this is going to be in your control to a great degree. The third thing I'm going to say is, there's a whole lot to be said for lifelong learning. You're just getting started now. You think that you got out of the books and all that learning stuff, but you're just starting now. This is going to be going on forever. One of the things that impressed me the most as I entered into this field of medicine is looking at the doctors I work with, stop and go talk to the other doctors and ask questions and confer with each other, because, oh wow, as trained as they were, they still didn't know all the answers. And we do the same thing. And you have to stop, and you have to go to up to date, you have to look things up as you're going along. And you're going to have to learn and learn and learn and learn. But that's the way you get very good at what you do. And so I'm going to leave this last thought with you, and this is something that was given to me 40 years ago from an old mentor of mine, and I've been able to carry this into every field that I've been in, and I think it's very meaningful. I hope that you find it that way, and that is, who do you want to be your provider? Someone with 10 years experience, or somebody that's really dug in there and trained and has 10 years experience and understands what they're doing, or the person that has 1 year's experience 10 times. There's plenty of them out there, and you'll be able to pick up on it very quickly. The person that doesn't stop trying and doesn't stop learning versus the person that thinks they got it and then they wing it from their own. So I'm going to leave you with that. Good luck to you all, and thank you very much.
So what he said. Those are big boots to fill, and he hit all the bases. So you guys are stoked. 4 years ago, I came out of Wingate, and actually I missed my hooding because I had a brand new little baby. So it feels really good to be here, and it's pretty emotional, and I'm so proud of y'all. I've seen a bunch of familiar faces here, and folks who pushed me across the finish line when the wheels were falling off. my wife out there, and y'all are not given this. You have earned it. And it's not over. You have to continue to earn it, and you're going to have to earn it every day. And there are going to be days that you're going to have to dig really deep to find that compassion. And remember that the people that you're serving are humans, each and every one of them, even though I promise you there will be times when all altruism will leave you, and you will think this person is not a human. They're still a human. They're still somebody's mama, somebody's baby, somebody's brother or sister. So you're going to have that. Continue to learn. You are, like Mr. Hicks said, you're new, and everybody expects you to be new, and that's okay. Don't let that intimidate you like it did me. Let that be kind of a relief. If you're not the new guy asking questions all the time, your colleagues are going to be like, what's up with that in UPA? I don't know. So ask a lot of questions and learn that way. Listen to your MAs, your nurses. These are the folks who know a whole lot, and they can make your life awesome. Yeah, you guys have done it. You're there, and you're gonna keep doing it. So, I keep thinking about the Spider-Man, like, with great power comes great responsibility thing, but that's kind of cheesy. Keep on working hard, keep earning it, and I guess if I don't like cheesy quotes, but it's not a cheesy quote, and it's something I think about a lot. A mentor of mine said, "See the patient," and I think about that a lot when I don't always want to see the patient, or if I'm stumped on something. I just kind of sit and I think about that. It's simple, but there's a lot to it. So, congratulations, and you've earned this.
Don't worry, I'm not singing. All right. So, good evening, and congratulations to you both, and thank you for your words of wisdom. I am incredibly honored to announce the inductees for the Pi Alpha Honor Society. But first, to all of you who allowed me to help, thank you for the great honor and privilege of allowing me to be your professor. So now, before we announce the inductees, I would like to give a bit of a history on the Pi Alpha Honor Society. So Pi Alpha is the National Physician Assistant Honor Society, organized for the promotion and recognition of both PA students and graduates. Membership signifies inductees' significant academic achievements and honors them for their leadership, research, community professional service, and other related activities. The society also encourages a high standard of character and conduct among students and graduates. As such, the motto of Pi Alpha is scholarship, service, and leadership. The organization is committed to lifelong learning and participation in intellectual life. So who is eligible to be inducted into the organization? They have to be current students of an accredited PA program. They have to maintain a minimum GPA of 3.5 on a 4.0 scale. And they have to have demonstrated excellence in research, community and professional service, and leadership activities. So now for our inductees. Remember, after I call your name, please come up to the stage and remain on stage and standing until all the names are called. So our first inductee is Natalie Barnett. Jordan Deacon. Kristen Drew. Matthew Green. Catherine McCullum. Andy Orr. Samantha Pohl. And lastly, Lindsay Weishart. Okay, should have gotten it. Thank you, guys. Enough time. And now for the hooding of the class of 2022.
Kristen Ann Alechi. Natalie Jean Barnett. Michelle Louise Bayer. Suzanne Chandler Brinson. Mallory Marie Cawthon. Chelsea Mary Chaco. Hannah Sophia Bokyo Chung. Eric James Corlett. Amron Mackenzie Craig. Stephanie Tsarnopoulos. Jordan Elizabeth Deacon. Marissa Lynn Dembeck. Nicole Ann Donahue. Kristen Elise Drew. Jessica Caroline Dyer. Adriance Shatera Eddington. Regina Elizabeth Feeks. Hannah Marie Flatness. Summer Elizabeth Fleming. Caitlin E. Galbraith. Matthew Green. Teresa Marie Griswold. Haley Wilson Hernandez. Kelly Muriel Hogan. Zachary Paul Jansen. Justine Claire Castle. Delaney Rose Kelnhofer. Braylon Jewel LaHaye. Marion Adele Larrabee. Stephanie Yu Lee. Jillian Antonia Malloy. Erica Lynn Money. I'm so sorry. Lauren Michelle Matthews. Catherine Rachel McCollum. Anna Caitlin McConnell. Kashif Mohammed. Maggie Louise Moore. Mallory Catherine Moore. Benny Ton Hua Wen. Kylie Nicole O'Loughlin. Andrea Steele Orr. Samantha Lynn Poole. Crystal Renee Purple. Kristen Lynn Quint. Timothy Michael Schroeder. Caitlin Marie Serva. Michelle Lynn Smith. Courtney Nicole Tarter. Courtney Lynn Thomas. Rachel Truslow Mitchell. Catherine Clarice Vitello. Stuart Edward Willett. Lauren Nicole Winborn. Lindsay Jane Weishart. Mai Gao Zong.
All right, congratulations, guys. And now Miss Jillian Malloy, class president, is going to share some remarks with you.
Good evening. I don't know who in this group had the bright idea to put me up here, but hoping I do it justice. But first, before I get started, I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to all the faculty and staff here for the encouragement and support over the last 27 months. Thank you for helping us survive PA school in the midst of a pandemic. 2 campuses with 3 cohorts at the same time is not an easy job. As I look out at my fellow classmates, I know that the tools and skills you taught us will allow us to be an example of what Wingate University, PA defines as a well-rounded providers, patient advocates, and leaders within the healthcare community. Thank you. I would like to start off by sharing one experience that has stuck with me from the beginning of PA school. It was right before the start of didactic year. Myself and a few of my soon-to-be classmates met up with some clinical students, second-year students, trying to learn the ropes of PA school and what to expect. As we were going around, socializing, introducing ourselves, I shook my hand with this one young lady who, to this day, I don't remember her name, don't remember what she looks like, and I said, "Hi, my name is Jill. I'm a first year." And she looked at me with a blank stare on her face and said, "I know, I can still see the light in your eyes." At the time, I was like, I don't know what she means by that. So I shrugged it off and I said, how bad could it really be? Well, it didn't take long for me to find out. To my fellow classmates, over the last 27 months, we have undeniably gone through one of the most difficult, stressful, and tiring times of our lives. You have all proven your perseverance, resilience, and dedication through this entire process. I want to take a minute to reflect on some of the things we've been through these last 2.5 years. Before we even got started, we had to compete for our place in this program, 10%. Out of a pool of 655 applicants, each one of us was chosen based off our previous academic performances, skills, unique attributes, and potential to become a PA. I remember after my interview, refreshing my email would seem like probably every 2 seconds. I'm surprised my phone didn't blow up from the amount of times I was scrolling on and off, looking for that decision letter. Everyone always said getting into PA school was the hardest thing to do, and at the time, I probably would have agreed. Today, I argue, as well as probably my classmates argue, that we beg to differ. During didactic year, we were constantly fed new information at an unrealistic fast pace, or as people in the PA world like to say, it was like drinking through a fire hose. Over those first 3 semesters, we sat through over 1,500 hours of lecture time, completed over 200 assignments and papers, and passed 153 quizzes and 73 long, painfully long exams. Yes, I did go count. As we transitioned to the clinical year, a new kind of challenge was placed in front of us. Not only were we to understand and process the information we just had crammed into our head over the last year, we also had to learn to adapt and grow into this new medical profession identity and build our confidences as we entered into this next phase of our academic journey. Constantly questioning yourself and ourselves and your confidence, wondering, did I make the right decision to do this PA thing? Did I have what it takes? What is the difference between nephrotic and nephritic syndrome? Macrocytic versus microcytic? Or my favorite one to this day is when a preceptor asks you, did you hear that murmur? Sure. Today I stand here with you all at the end of our journey. I wanted to say, yes, you do all have what it takes. From the first day of PA school, we were told to trust the process. As we reflect on all our individual paths, I want you to trust the fact that everything we have been through these last 27 months has prepared us for exactly what we asked for. We might be a little banged up, have some more gray hairs to look at, but still the process leading up to this was necessary. I'm optimistic about the class I've grown to know so well. I'm optimistic that the skills we've grown will allow us to be great PAs. I'm optimistic about the outcomes and new experiences we will all have these next years to come. I am optimistic that we will enter the next chapter of our lives. We will constantly be reminded why we chose this career and constantly challenge ourselves to make an impact on each one of our patients' lives. Lastly, I want to encourage you all to be optimistic as many of us go our separate ways after tonight. Know that you put the work in, know that you've gained the skills necessary to succeed in this career path, and know that you have the ability to be a great leader and medical provider in our healthcare community. Congratulations to the class of 2022. Thank you for the last 27 months. I can't wait to see what we all accomplish. And now, please introduce Professor Rebecca Bichelle for the closing comments.
Well, thank you, Jillian. And on behalf of the entire PA program family, let me extend heartfelt congratulations, class of 2022. And a special welcome again to all our guests who have traveled here to celebrate with this fine class. After my brief closing remarks, if you will stand, the graduates will stand when I give you the signal, and faculty will stand, and we'll recess out together. And then we invite all of our guests to come and join us for a reception that is in your honor, class of 2022. So in the most extraordinary of times, you have successfully arrived at this place. I have the honor of sharing some remarks at the university's ceremony tomorrow, which will be more about that journey and what may be next. However, this evening I have a chance to speak to you directly. I remember introducing Harvard-based pediatrician Dr. Perry Class in your Healthcare Issues 2 course. Remember she wrote Treatment, Kind and Fair, a series of short essays dedicated to her son who was just beginning his medical education, but applicable to any aspiring clinician. From the title, you might expect that she was encouraging her son and others to practice good medicine with kindness and a sense of justice. But remember, she was expressing her hope that her son would be treated kindly and fairly as he pursued his career in medicine. She recognized not only the imperfections and the challenges of medical education, but similar imperfections and challenges in the practice of medicine in the 21st century. This is not the easiest of roads to travel, my friends, and I guess you've figured that out by now. Staying current is more daunting than ever as medical knowledge is expanding exponentially. An oft-quoted statistic projected that by 2020, and remember that was 2 years ago, by 2020, the total body of medical knowledge would double every 73 days. To give you some perspective, the doubling time was an estimated 50 years in 1950, 7 years in 1980, and now we're down to doubling in days, not years. There's a constant stream of new information, new research, and technological innovations with the potential to improve patient care. And along with that, medical decision-making that is far more complex. You know we could go on and on about the ethical and professional challenges you're likely to encounter, challenges of work-life balance, and more. But in closing, I want to leave you with some positive messaging from Dr. Class to her son that you have heard before, but maybe not fully appreciated. It's a quote that I have on display in my office, lest I ever forget why I'm here, and I hope you find it just as meaningful. So I'm going to quote Dr. Class now. What an excellent, complicated, interesting job you've chosen. I believe you will do it well and honorably, which will mean a good and complicated life for you, and great comfort and healing for many people whose lives you touch. This is a privileged profession, and the greatest privilege of all is to have that contact with other lives, that opportunity to figure in so many people's stories, that chance to teach and learn and help and heal. Godspeed, class of 2022. The world is waiting for you to make a difference.